What's up guys, so today I'm going to be doing a cool video where I'll be ranking every weapon within its class from worst to best. So we'll start off with the melee weapons here, and the worst one will obviously be the fists. 24 damage per hit. Next up is the karambit slash bayonet slash huntsman slash bowie. They all have the same damage and time it takes to swing. Next would be the new melee weapons in the recent 50v50 mode, the Talos Kukri and the Machete Taika. They both do the same damage. I personally like the Kukri, the way it looks better. Next up would be the wood axe. It's very common to find and has 36 damage. After that would be the hook. I like the hook a lot, but it's down on this list because there's just so many other good melee weapons now. But it does 18 damage per hit and it swings really fast. Next up are some hard choices, but I've got to go with the fire axe. It does a bunch of damage to structures, but it's just a really cool melee weapon to have in the woods mode. After that would have to be the katana. I like doing katana only challenges because it's fast swing and it does a pretty good amount of damage, especially if your enemy doesn't have armor. Next up would be the frying pan. And the frying pans are really cool because they can actually deflect bullets and they do a bunch of damage as well. And last but not least, we have the stone hammer, which is only in the desert mode, I believe. It does a bunch of damage and it can whack people dead in like one hit, so it's really cool. I like the stone hammer. Alright, next up we have pistols. Now this is probably my least favorite category of weapons because I just don't like pistols that much, but the worst one for me would have to be the M1911. It's the purple gun and it's just really terrible. It's even worse than the M9. The reason the M9 is slightly better but still bad is because you can click the M9 faster. It's mediocre, as it says. Still pretty bad though. Next up, I would have to go with the Peacemaker. It shoots so fast that you can't really be accurate with it unless you're really close. After that would be the OT-38, which does pretty good damage with headshots, but other than that, it's not very good. After that would be the flare gun. Even though it doesn't do damage or anything like that, it still gives you airdrops, like it says in the description, which are really good. Next up, I would have to do the M93R. These are pretty decent if you have two of them, because you'll have 40 rounds. But if you just have one by itself, it's not very good. Next up would have to be the Glock 18C. Just like this gun, they're better when you have two of them, because they shoot really fast. When dual wielded, it is extremely strong. It's the least accurate gun in the game though. After that, you'd have the OTS-38. These typically are found in airdrops, and they're only dual wielded. But they're still pretty good. I like them. And last but not least, we have the Deagle 50. The Desert Eagle is really powerful, really fast firing rate, and if you can dual wield them, they're pretty much unstoppable. Alright, next up we have SMGs. SMGs are really cool weapons, and there are 7 SMGs in the game, and the worst SMG for me would be the UMP9. After that would be the MP5. Then we start getting into the pretty decent guns with the M1A1 in the desert mode only though. Here's some further information. That's pretty cool. After the M1A1, I would have to go with the MAC-10. I use the MAC-10 a lot because it's very common and it's a really good gun for close range combat. After that, I choose the CZ3A1, and it's second on this list because it's really rare, and the reason the Vector is number 1 on this list because I like the reload time, and it's really fast, and it's just a really good gun overall. After SMGs, we got shotguns. There used to not be a lot of shotguns in the game, but now there's 7 types. For my 7th spot would obviously be the M1100. This gun is honestly trash. It is terrible. After that, many of you may disagree with this, but after that would be the MP220. While it is a pretty good gun, I will say it's only good at close range, and so that's why it's on the 6th spot. After that would be the Spaz 12. The Spaz 12 can be a really good gun if you can hit your shots. They're really hard to hit. You pretty much have to have an 8 times or 15 times to be good with it, in my opinion, because the spread on the shotgun is really small, so it's hard to hit your shots. Next up is the Super 90, similar to the Spaz with a small spread, but it's like a slug shot. It's just really powerful. When you hit him, see, it does 77 damage, so it pretty much takes 2 shots to kill somebody. So that's a really good gun. After that would be the M870, because it is really common, and it's really good to use paired up with a MAC-10 or a sniper or something like that. It is really good when you pair them up with that. After that would be the Saiga 12 or the Sega 12. Does a bunch of damage, and it has a really fast firing rate and a pretty decent reload time. And probably number 1 spot, probably one of the most OP guns in the game, the USAS 12, because this gun is extremely powerful. It holds 10 shots, and they're explosive shots, and they just shoot really fast. And that's in the woods only mode though, so you don't really find that much. But still, it is a crazy gun. After the shotguns, we have ARs. This is the hardest one for me to pick which ones are best, because all of these guns are honestly really good guns. But for the 6th place spot, I would pick the FAMAS. For the 5th place spot, I go with the AK. 4th place would have to be the M416. And the OG name for this was the HK. I wish they kept it, but same gun. After that, these top 3 could be interchangeably. You could switch these interchangeably. They're so good. But the Scar H, the AN94, and the M4A1S are all tied for 1st place in my opinion. They're both so good, especially this one at long range, and these 2 at short range. They're just really good guns. Although this gun, the AN94, is not currently in the game. It was only in the 50v50 mode, so currently you will only find the Scar and the M4A1S. But those top 3 guns are all very good guns. And you can find the Scar pretty much every game. If you go to the police station, there's a pretty good chance that it'll be there. So that's a really good gun. After ARs would be sniper rifles. Sniper rifles are one of my favorite types of guns in the game, if not my favorite. And there's only 4 guns currently, and one of them is not in the regular mode, it's in the desert only, and that's the fourth place spot because it is really trash. The Model 94. After that would be the Mosin Nagant, then the SV98, and of course the AWS in first place. After sniper rifles, we have LMGs. LMGs are pretty rare to find, but they're really good. In fourth place would be the DP28. Third place would be the Bar M1918. Second place would be the QBB97. And obviously first place would be the M249 because of its 100 size clip, ammo size magazine. And last but not least, DMRs, or aka designated marksman rifles. These are like semi-auto snipers. There's only 3. 2 of them are decent, which are the M39 EMR in third place and the MK12 SPR in second place. But the M1 Grand is obviously in first place because this 8 size clip does so much damage. It does 32 damage per shot. So theoretically you could kill somebody in just 4 shots. It's a very good gun. So that's it. Let me know in the comments section what your favorite loadout is, and thanks for watching.